Hello, this is Ametamartha with Collection Ascension, and this is going to be the reading for tonight's new moon, January 2nd, through to the first quarter moon on the 9th. So I am just going to be accessing the energies that we should anticipate being met with this week as we go through this new cycle, this new beginning, this new year. Happy New Year, by the way. I'm really excited about 2022. Hoping you are too. So many energetic expectations I anticipate will be met. A lot of mental shifts in the collective. A lot of hard work paying off. Okay, please provide me with clear guided messages in order to guide the collective in a positive direction for the processing of experience as we go through this week. Two more, please. Shoot. So we're going to have a lot going on, but for the betterment. It's all for a good reason. Though we seem as though the conflicts of our outer experience are beginning to fade away and resolve themselves with the Five of Wands in reverse here, we are still feeling a bit stagnated and out of balance with the Eight of Swords and the Justice in reverse. We are not wanting to continue to move forward in the promptings of our spirit because we know that it's going to take some dedication and work. It's going to require courage. Here with the Queen of Wands, she has the lions on her throne. But I was gravitated to this lion pendant in her, like on her cape in the heart center. It's red. It makes me think keeping or like taming that wild fiery energy that's going to keep us in a position of the hangman where we have some consequences, putting that in the heart space and letting it be grounded through that open heart aspect or open heart approach in our lives, because what we are facing, the things that we're going to have to transmute and to process this week are matters of the heart, with the hangman, then the Three of Swords and the Tower here. I think maybe even as much to say as generational strongholds are going to be broken off of us that have created and solidified previous patterns of self-deprecation and harm to our hearts. And as we go through this process this week of learning how to disentangle ourselves and to start moving forward and make the decision and open our eyes to see, we have both of these here. It's like the blindness and the boundness is actually a choice that we are making. And when we choose to remove this from our eyes and to get started on removing these piercings from our hearts and allowing this tower to happen and a radical difference to be made, we're going to level up. We have these counterparts here. I didn't even notice that at first. Allowing ourselves to be gentle with ourselves as we go through this process in order to gain self-mastery at the end of the cycle. We have the resilience found here in the black cat and in the lizard there at the bottom. Just allowing ourselves to maintain a sense of harmony and balance within the self and within the masculine and feminine energies. Because then at the end here we have the 4 of wands, which is what I was saying with the harmony and balance here, with the wands being evenly spaced, learning how to maintain, letting the softer nature and the loving corners of our shadow work to be also balanced with dedication and self-discipline. Not letting these things here carry us away, but being gentle with ourselves as we let them come up and be processed and released. Yeah, released as soon as I say it. Any final messages here? Oh my, yes. Okay, yes. A lot of... I thought we were going to wrap it up short, huh? Okay, so to keep into perspective that what this is, this process that we go through, is not us up against everything, but us actually being offered a lot of possibility to continue to move forward as we advance and put the work into our spiritual journey and attain a higher knowledge and wisdom through the experience will then free us to upright these two reversals by allowing us to release our inhibitions. So the devil here is what's putting these two in reverse. And so as we go through the process of self-identifying and keeping ourselves in check and keeping ourselves readily available for change and anticipate that those changes being made are going to help us increase the wisdom and spiritual connectivity to self, then we start to upright these cards. We're going to start to experience life as an intuitive as we go through the process of decision making and know that we are balanced in the areas of self, so much so that we will think a thought and see it manifest for us immediately because we are emotionally and sound. We're allowing the things in the lower or the limiting beliefs to fall away in order for us to create a new reality and a new sense of identity and self. Yeah, see? Keeping the balance of all of the interconnected aspects of self that are found in nature. So all of the elements and all of how those different elements connect to our identity. So moving forward, this is the Oracle deck from the Ask Your Guides book by Sonia Choquette. I link it in the description every time. These are guides that we can call upon when we are feeling stuck in this energy that are here to help us. The influences of the higher beings that will come in this week in order for us to remember to call on them, and so that we will be available for that help, and remember to engage with it since it is there waiting but not going to force our hand. So we have invention with the creativity guides. We got that last week too, and that's what I was saying here, being able to create a completely new reality. And then we have psychic awareness with the divine soul. So these really, I'm going to reverse or flip them here because that's what they like. That's the embody or a physical card embodiment of what I just said about these two energies. So the divine soul is the one who is the the oversoul of our psychic awareness, having that higher perspective that I said that we would be gaining here through wisdom. So allowing ourselves to stay aware of what we feel, think, and believe in real time as we live our lives and are trying to stay grounded and tethered to divinity at the same time. And then also invention with the creativity, guys. So as we release these inhibitions and realize that we can paint the portrait of the reality we wish to experience in the future by creating harmony between the elements in ourselves and the elements within ourselves, we then can get a clear image of what that is and what we wish to see come into fruition with the creativity guides. So calling on our divine soul and the creativity guides to help us as we go through this process of the tower, really just dissolving any remnants of lower vibrational energy that keeps us from expanding to our higher selves. I just feel like I would ask if there are any more, just maybe one more. Thank you. Then we have shame with the divine healer. So just releasing anything that makes us feel as though we're unworthy of this massive change, or anything that would make us feel fear in the face of a decision that we do need to make. So allowing the divine healers to come shine down that love onto us at the expense of being viewed or judged or seen in a way of others who maybe not understand why we're making the decisions we're making at the time that we're making them. They're not living our experience, and they don't know what we're going through, what we feel intuitively with this psychic awareness and what we're trying to invent for ourselves. So, sometimes we're going to have shame come down on us to try to get in our way, but it's only there to strengthen us, and we will be asked to divinely heal ourselves with the collaboration of our guides and healers, as we lay to rest those voices in our heads that maybe put us to shame from experiencing like people in the past, so just as we go through this process, we can continuously call on out into the ether for help, so that we can actually maintain our stride to self-discovery and just allow ourselves to be patient as we go through this process. I feel like this week is probably going to be hard. That's how it seems. This is what it feels like. Right in the dead center of everything is this tower staring at me. But if we go in with anticipation of not struggle, I wanted to say struggle, but it's not struggle, it's challenge. If we go into this cycle knowing that we are going to have challenges come up and there are going to be obstacles, however, we do also have readily available to our disposal guides and healers and helpers to ensure that we make it through and prevail with as little pain as possible. We can see ourselves through this transition and new shift of energy smoothly. In my experience, it seems as though those around me who are more metaphysically inclined and feeling into the energies with me, they all had a very good day the first day of this year, and there was a high wave of energy that passed through us all that felt like, there's a lot to look forward to. I am changed and I am ready. And the way to continuously embody someone who is changed and ready is for these generational curses and generational implants of negative lower beliefs that stifle us to come up to be healed. So let's just look at these issues as things that we can use to implant new beliefs within ourselves and establish generational blessings. And I just speak that into existence now for each and every one of us listening. Provide us with strength and grace as we go through this week and we align ourselves to the attunement of a higher nature establishment within ourselves. Happy new moon. you guys, and may you dance and frolic in the beauty of everything that's coming for us. Thanks.